lady captain walked in, she seen what they was doing to us, and she started yelling, "Y'all get them up, cut them fucking scraps off of them right now." You know me, I never forget it, man. Listen, if we, the day I thought I seen God personally was when I seen that lady walk through that door. I didn't think we was gonna make it. Some dudes got ribs broken, everything, man, because these dudes had a bad day. You know what I mean? So I get how the system can treat you and how the system is, man. And there's multiple stories that I can tell. There's some of them too graphic to even, to even share. I don't even want to remember half the shit that I seen. But I understand once you got stripes on your back and you're a felon, and you get out, things are gonna be different. And you can tuck your tail and just have a regular job and just regular get by if that's what you want to do. I mean, because you can do that. You know what I mean? But if you are entrepreneur and you really want to do something and you want to be independent and actually have some wealth that you can pass your kids, and you don't want them to have a regular job, you want them to have a business or have some type of independence. I mean, you're going to have to think outside the box, and it's going to take some time and some effort, and you're going to have to knock on some doors and just find your niche. You're going to have to find your passion. And just so happen, like I say, I enjoy building things. I enjoy making things, like from all levels, from fabrication, from vehicles to buildings to just whatever. I just enjoy making things, products, and just so happen welding enhanced that ability that I had to, wanna the gift I had to wanna make things with my hands. Just having the gift to do it, from cutting hair. If it had to my hands to touch it, you know what I mean? I just been good at it, you know what I mean? Or I picked up on it real good. So welding just was my way to find my independence, and then I'm connecting it to other different things like building products, having services, um, actually coming up with different things that can help other industries. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to find your niche. But most definitely, being an ex-gangbanger coming from the streets, coming from being a felon, just getting caught up in the system, and actually going to prison, those three strikes on your back, and you're black. You know what I mean? So that's to top it off. I mean, it's going to be rough for you. You know what I mean? And then, to be honest with you, after doing that time, and I say after I was free for, honestly, over 10 years, I say I did 10. After I was free for 10, it's when I started noticing different patterns throughout the years that prison, you know, affected me psychologically. You know what I mean? So I can see how you can have issues just coming from that because, me personally, I refuse to have people talk to me a certain way. I'm free now. I'm going to respect you. But if a person crossed that line, it instantly put me in like attack mode. You know what I mean? Just from the shit I seen and what I went through. Like, I'm not going to let no one talk to me or disrespect me like that. And that's something I got to deal with. But unless you walked in those shoes and you seen that, you won't have that type of drama. Just like soldiers that seen stuff in war that got trauma. I mean, it is what it is. And I didn't fully embrace it until later, actually seeing it in like the last year or so. I really just been seeing like, damn, that shit fucked me up. But I got better in a lot of ways. But psychologically, I can see how it affected me as a person. How I think and how my drive, my, uh, me being, I'm gonna say, not having a whole lot of empathy. You know what I mean? Because I was in a situation where having feelings can get you hurt, can get you killed. So it was more of a survival. Only having two options: live or die, survive or give in. You know what I mean? So when you're in a situation where you only have two options and you're strong, you're going to pick the strongest one, and it's going to be um, trials and tribulations you're going to face. But, you can overcome. So I'm making this message actually for my black man who have three strikes and they think they can't do it. You can start your independence, man. You can most definitely start a LLC. They don't hold nothing against you when you start a business. So start a business, learn what business you want to get into. You know what I mean? And think outside the box. Come together, network with other people because two is better than one. And three is hard to break. So, when we come together, we're stronger with numbers. You know what I mean? So we don't have to get loans all the time if we stick together. We just gonna have to figure out what you really want. And then coming out of prison, we get caught up. We want to catch up so fast. But we got to realize we can't catch up. We just got to check in. You know what I mean? Because the time that's passed is past. So, don't waste a lot of time trying to fit in with the Joneses. Ain't nothing wrong with looking good and dressing and all these things. I'm not knocking none of that. But get your stability right first. Me personally, I did things backwards. I was getting money, but I was blowing money. So learn from that mistake. If you really want to get there, sacrifice first. There's nothing wrong with sacrificing for a few years and then being able to live better the rest of your life. Versus then, living good and then at the end of your life you're struggling. So let's flip that coin around. But you can find your independence and you can get to that next level, with those 3 strikes on your back. Just because we got 3 strikes don't mean that we can't get to that next level and really do what we want to do. But you're gonna have some stepping stones, some obstacles you're gonna have to climb. You're gonna have some personal issues you're gonna have to deal with, but it can be done. So I like to lead by example. That's why I drop these videos for archives for other people that actually went through the same scenario as far as life after prison and building relationships and starting businesses. I mean, sometimes we need to see someone like us doing it and going through it because it's not easy. So by no means. So a lot of times we look at someone and see him there and we're like, "Ooh, I want to get there," but you need to see what he did to get there because sometimes it's not a pretty picture, and sometimes a lot of people say they really want to get there, but they don't want to make those type of sacrifices because there's going to be sacrifices. So if I can say anything to anybody out there that actually got 3 strikes on their back, they black and they trying to do something, you're going to have to be independent. You're going to have to be motivated and be an entrepreneur. You're going to have to think outside the box. You're going to have to do some things that you might don't want to do. You're going to have to get uncomfortable sometimes. But once you get enough finances, and it don't take a lot, you can set yourself free. You know what I mean? I got a hashtag to say money holds no hate, because if you get enough, money isn't prejudice. You can allow it to work for you. It'll work harder than you. It don't have to. It don't get sleepy. It don't get tired. You can talk stuff to it. It won't even say nothing. You be like, "Bitch, go get my money," and your money gonna make you money. You know what I'm saying? So just think of it like that, because once we learn it, we got it, man. But we have to learn it and embrace it on that level. So as you start your day, start your weekend, start your week off, just remember that you can do it with 3 strikes on your back. Hold on.